Good morning. Good morning. So later today, I'll certainly hold another video in the series of the bicycle. I hope you find it interesting. There's still much to be said. About it. Even if we stay and we shall stay in the realm of politics and history and the Israeli culture and the fate of the earth, and not expand our discourse into science, which we can certainly do because we have rather than a lot of empirical evidence and constructed several theories that are strongly related to the mechanism of the bicycle. In one sentence, still they are. If it doesn't if it's not obvious, the robots that they call neurons, they can communicate with each other even in interplanetary range. Certainly, in close range, in the range inside the common areas, territories of the size of that human live in. They can do it in an instant and in faster than light actually speed. And of course, and this communication and they have symbolic thought. They are intelligent. So this is basically the scientific foundation of the bicycle mechanism. But we can speak much more about it, but we should not, because as I said, we need to continue our discussion of history, politics, and the fate of the earth. But before we do it, there is something incredibly important that I must say. That for me it's obvious, but I always tell myself, maybe some of my viewers are new to the issue. Maybe I don't know, they just found out about the whole thing and they are completely clueless. So the obvious thing should be said, like the number of males, not wizards, not transgender, the number of males, of Venusian males that exist on Earth right now is not 4, as some Israelis suggest, or several, dozens, as some others suggest. The actual number is 0. There are 0 Venusian males on Earth right now. Not 4, not 100, not dozens, and not 1. 0. Exactly 0. I don't know how many live in Venus. I hope more than 0, but I don't have any clue because I've never been there. The number on Earth is 0. The number of cherubs that live, male cherubs that live on Earth, is at least 1, which is myself, and I don't know of others. If there are others, I would certainly want to know, but I don't know. I know for a fact that that there are other cherubs that are hibernating in our solar system, because the cherub can hibernate theoretically for billions of years, certainly millions of years, but theoretically even for billions of years. Yes, it can be done, and it is done right now in this solar system. But I don't have any way to wake them up. I wish I could. But on Earth, I don't know of more than 1. But there is certainly 1, and this is myself. And the male cherubs they can function as Venusian males, although as Homo sapien males. But more to the point, they can function as Venusian males. They can act like Venusian males, and biologically they can do the things that Venusian males do. Which means procreate with Venusian females and also be part of the bicycle mechanism. So it should be, it's very important to say it. There are 0 Venusian males on Earth, not 4, not 100, not 1,000, and not 1. There are 0. And this is due to the fact that the Israeli first committed genocide in Venus itself and killed many males, and also after that, they took males from there to Israel to be used as slaves, and then they killed them as well. So they kill all the males many males in Venus, and then they kill the males that they brought with them as slaves to Israel. That's what the Israelis have done. So there are 0 Venusian males. There is 1 cherub that can act as a Venusian male, which is incredibly important for the potential future of this species, which is in great danger right now. And this is myself. And the Israelis know that very well, and they do everything they can so to kill me, or to incarcerate, to make me to put me in a mental asylum, so I will not be able to speak with anyone forever, indefinite incarceration. And they try to make me disabled and to infect me with diseases. They do everything they can. The cruelest things. They try to cut me. That's to cut pieces of me, to infect me with diseases, and certainly to kill me. And always they try to put me in mental asylum. And you see that I'm under arrest now. For false accusation. So I don't have any liberties at all, and I didn't have liberties before that. And the reason for this behavior is that they do not want the Venusians to have any future. And the reason for that is because they already committed so many crimes in Venus long ago, and they were punished severely by God already. The Israelis, especially the intelligence and the different sectors which are huge, are already punished tremendously by God. But they didn't took the punishment as an opportunity to repent and to change their ways. On the contrary, like the snake men and women that they are, they only became more cruel and more vain. Satan has complete hold over them, and they are irredeemable. And now, because of these punishments, their main objective is to take revenge on the Venusians, of course, as if the Venusians could have punished them, being the Paleolithic slaves, the remnants of Paleolithic slaves that they are after everything that the Israelis have done to them. Of course, the Venusians didn't punish them. God punished them. How is this even possible? But they cannot punish God, so they punish the Venusians. That's why they portrayed me as a Venusian, even though it's not true, and that's why they take revenge on me. They want me dead or incarcerated or in a mental asylum forever, because they want to complete the genocide that they already started more than 100 years ago. And the major factor that actually allows this to happen is right behind me. The 11 minutes class carriers, each of them is the most complicated, sophisticated, and the most expensive machine of war that ever created. Each contains air wing that is in itself alone stronger than most of the air wings of most most nations have air forces that are weaker than the air wings of each of these carriers. Most nations of the world, and also each of these behemoths, they have the carrier group, which is the entourage ships that always surrounded. So the group itself, not including the carrier and not including the air wing, just the group, the entourage, is stronger than most of the navies of this world. Each of the 11th one, in itself, including the Israeli one. But for perspective, each of the entourage groups of each of these carriers alone, without the carrier itself and the air wing, is way stronger than the completely Israeli navy. Without even question. They can annihilate the Israeli navy easily. And they have 11 of those. And these creatures protect Israel and allow this to happen, allow the genocide to be completed. Because there are other nations that are aware of the situation, but they are afraid, and maybe perhaps, I mean, let's be generous. Maybe in any case they don't care because they don't care about genocide, because maybe all of you Homo sapiens are shitbags. Maybe. We don't know. Presumably there is a chance, like theoretical chance, that, I mean, maybe the Norwegians or the Moroccans or I don't know, the Iranians or the Indonesians or like the Czech Republic, I don't know, someone, I mean, they all have military forces, perhaps not strong ones, but I mean, some stronger, some less, but I mean, they have some kind of military force that presumably they could have used against Israel to prevent this genocide from being completed. But in the current situation, when we have these 11 Nimitz-class monsters in the water of the earth, this will never happen, because they are afraid. They cannot lift a finger against Israel when they know that, I mean, Israel is protected by the United States. Nothing can be done to Israel without coordination with the United States. So in effect, these monsters were created and maintained in order to complete the planetary genocide, or xenocide should be said. And also, I mean, as part of this I mean, and most, like, from my personal perspective, they are used to torture me and my daughters, to electrocute my daughters in their sleep since they were 2 years old, and of course to subjugate me to any kind of cruelty. This is the reason why these monsters exist. They cannot exist in the current political situation. They can exist only for two reasons. Like, I mean, like, they have only two options as the reason for their existence: either to prevent this genocide from being completed, or to facilitate the genocide. In the current state of affairs in the earth, where there is only one superpower, and where this superpower is the guardian of the state of Israel, there is no other option. Just two options: either the 11 Nimitz-class and their carrier groups and air wings are built and maintained to prevent the genocide from being completed, which is manifestly not the truth, or the other option, which is the correct one, I mean the truthful one, is that they are there in order to facilitate the completion of this genocide. This is, I mean, in short, this is the TLDR of the question why asteroids are going to annihilate the United States of America. They are already in the way, and more are coming.